So hey, what's up guys? It's B-Dog. Today I'm coming at you with a movie review of a movie I've been anticipating for an extremely long time. About a year and a half. Power Rangers. Dun, 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 dun. This movie is about 5 teenagers find these coins in a rock face, and then they get pulled into this alien ship where they meet this short robot named Alpha 5, who then shows them Zordon, which is in the original show was a floating head. But in this one, he's a wall. Zordon recruits them to save the Earth because Rita Repulsa is coming back, who's the main villain in the originals. The cons. The acting was cheesy. You know, I kind of expected it from Power Rangers. But there were points in this movie where they were trying to go for a more serious tone. Still, it had some of that campy, cheesy stuff, and sometimes it didn't work. This one is a little bit tough because it concentrated a little bit too much on the story, but went for like cheesy, unrealistic too. The story wasn't completely fleshed out, and I found that some of the characters were a little bit underdeveloped, or they were a little bit too cliched. And that was kind of my problem with it. Actually, like my third take. And I've been thinking about it, but they were actually more fleshed out than I thought. Sometimes instead of doing like a really cliched thing, they just kind of get straight to the point. Like I was thinking something that happened with Naomi Scott's character, which is the Pink Ranger. A little bit cliched, but like how they led into it wasn't. So I guess, okay. I'm actually liking this movie a lot more as I think about it. They actually go into a lot of character stuff and a lot of stuff that these kids are going through. It's nothing groundbreaking. In particular, one of the best characters is R.J. Cyler's portrayal of the Blue Ranger, which is Billy Cranston. Bryan Cranston plays Zordon. He actually did some work with the Power Rangers in the original show that they named the character after him. So the movie is very typical, but I'm going to kind of gravitate more towards the positives now. The characters were actually semi-decent. R.J. Cyler, he had one character lane and he followed it to a T, and that's what he did. Just a little bit too typical, and the beginning felt a little bit too like Breakfast Club. You know, these kids, some of them are good, but they made a stupid decision, so they end up in detention and they got problems. It kind of makes fun of cliches a little bit, though. That's one positive for it. The action, it was great. It didn't have that much in it. It should have added a little bit more, though. It did put a little bit in there. There is a German suplex, and it's awesome. For those of you who follow WWE, you understand what I'm saying, or pro wrestling in general. I shouldn't say WWE. That's probably going to make a lot of people mad. And actually, that made myself mad. You know, it adds a little bit here and there, but they don't get into the actual like suits and Megazords until the end of the movie, and fighting Rita Repulsa, who's played by Elizabeth Banks. But the CGI is fantastic. It's really cool. The suits are awesome. Goldar, the main attack bot, he's awesome. And the comedy actually works pretty well, especially R.J. Cyler, Blue Ranger. His comedy's great. The rest of them are hit or miss, but it's all right. But Elizabeth Banks' character, I really liked it, actually. Sometimes it would get a little bit too over the top, but it wasn't like the original. She was creepy, but like a serious creepy. You're scared still. Like, the characters were scared of her. If I saw the original character in real life, I would laugh. This one, not so much. Brutal, and even though she's a little bit outlandish, she's still fierce, and that's a good thing. Zordon, I like Zordon's portrayal because he's kind of grounded in a way. In the original, he's this like all-seeing wise head, and they do have a backstory for him, but they don't go into it that much. He's kind of just helping them out, and he's extremely wise. In this one, he's a little bit more realistic. It's not like he's calm and level-headed in every situation. He's got problems of his own, and that's important. It makes the movie a little bit more grounded. But as a whole, like, the last 30 minutes of the movie are kind of different than the first hour and a half, because The hour and a half is more serious. It gets a little bit wackier towards the end. They should have defined it more. They should either stuck with one thing and not have gone so outlandish or been outlandish since the start. It's still good. Still like it a lot. Okay, so I'm going to go into my rating here. I give this movie a B-. I thought it was good. I thought it was fun. Power Rangers fans can definitely enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with it in that aspect. You can enjoy it. So that's it for my review. Please like, comment what you thought of this video, comment what you thought of the movie, and subscribe. So that's it. See you guys later. B-Dog out.